This is KARE 11 News Saturday.
Also, this heartfelt new children's book is helping families cope with the loss of a pet. It is called Snort's Special Gift.
And next, Snort's Special Gift. The author and the main character of the book will be here in just 2 minutes. Stay with us.
I'm going to miss Snort, Savvy said sadly. We all will, but our memories of her will live forever in our hearts, Daddy explained.
The heartfelt new children's book, Snort's Special Gift, teaches kids and adults alike how to deal with the loss of a beloved family pet by celebrating that animal's life. This morning, we're joined by the book's main character, Savvy, and her mother, Suzann, who is the book's author. And to both of you, I say, welcome. And to you, Savvy, I say great job reading that excerpt from Snort's Special Gift, which came out, Suzann, in the month of September.
September, right?
And you're already in the second printing. That's
yeah, it's going really well.
Hot off the presses, and they're selling like hotcakes, and we like this. What made you want to write this book, Snort's Special Gift? And first of all, what is it about? It's about losing a pet, isn't it?
Right. Our family pet, we had our pet for 10 years, Snort, and so we had her for 10 years. She passed away, and it was so devastating. And one day I was in church, and they said, what are you going to leave here on this earth? And I'm like, what did really impact us and our family? What could I leave here for my children? I'm like, oh, I could write the story about our family pet and maybe help other people grieve. Because pets, I'm finding out there's a lot of pet lovers. It could be cat, dog, horse, lizard, gerbil, anything. And a lot of people are buying this not just for losing their dog pet, it's for all pet loss and stuff. So it was just to help other families.
And people become so attached to their pets, and obviously the pets become very attached to their owners or their people. And Savvy, what did Snort mean to you?
She meant everything to me. She was my protector, and I just loved her so much.
Yeah, I bet you miss her a lot. This book probably was pretty neat then when you saw this. What did you think of this book?
I just think it's such a beautiful book, and I hope that it helps other families.
Yeah, and I'm sure it will, and that's kind of the point, right, Suzann, is to maybe help some other people that are going through this, because eventually, you know, the animals do have mortality, and we all have to face this eventually, and sometimes it's a really tough bridge to cross, especially with young kids, right?
Yeah, and so in the story, Savvy tells, it's not, you know, sometimes when a pet is passing away, I don't want the children just to remember the end part when they're sick. It's their life and their celebration of life, and that's what the book is explaining, of all the lessons it taught our family and how we grieved over her and how we celebrate her life by planting a tree. And then Savvy ends up writing a report and explains all the fun things that Snort taught us. So it's more about the celebration instead of the sad part, because sometimes kids can kind of remember the ending point, and there's so much more.
Was it cool to see yourself as a cartoon there? Right?
It was.
The illustrations do jump off the page. These are phenomenal illustrations. It's almost, I had to look at them really carefully. I'm like, are they photos? No,
don't we look cute?
Yes, yes, indeed. Is that kind of what Snort looked like, though?
Oh yeah, that is spitting image of Snort. And in that picture before that, I gave Lynn Wang a picture of my mom and dad, and she put them in the classroom, so it was really cute. Cute. Even, you know, my parents are in there, and my husband's father that just passed away, he was in there too.
And it's getting some good feedback as you go out and take this book around throughout the Twin Cities. Veterinarians are even liking this book.
Yeah. I even had Oakdale Emergency Animal Clinic. They ordered a ton of them and had me sign them, and they're giving them away when a family loses a pet and stuff. And that was a great tool that I wanted to get the word out and to help families, and that just kind of fits with the veterinarian. It's just like, oh, you know, your pet's getting old, you might want to do, you know, buy this book, because it can help the process, because it is so confusing for a child.
It is.
It really is.
And then the next question is, what do you do after that, after you've honored the pet and after you've tried to move on a little bit? Do you eventually get another pet down the road?
Yeah, I think so. I think it depends on the family and how long they need to grieve. And I think pets are only here for such a short time, like maybe 10, 12, 15 years if you're lucky. And some people feel guilty, oh, I just can't get another pet. But there's such a blessing. There's so many animals out there that need homes, and they enrich your life so much that I think, you know, every family's different. They say, oh, I have to wait a year and all that kind of stuff. Or, you know, there's someone out there at the Humane Society or some of these great foundations that can benefit, and they're just wonderful, and they just teach the family so much and stuff.
Absolutely, and this and will help in the healing process. It really is a moving story. Snort's special gift, and thank you to the both of you, Savvy and Suzanne, telling us about this book, and thank you for allowing me to say snort at least 7 times on the broadcast this morning.
And I think you cried, right?
Well, I didn't full on cry, but like near the end, I got a little bit, you know, that misty eye kind of like. All right. Okay. No,
he's cool. He's all right.
All right. Suzann will sign copies of her new book, Snort's Special Gift, today from 1 to 3 at Barnes & Noble, Harmar in Roseville. The public's invited to that. For a list of Suzann's other book events, head to KARE11.com, click on our Saturday show page located under the News tab. And there are many appearances to choose from if you want to check it out and meet Suzann. Next, where you can get your hands on some Twin Cities treasures. You're watching KARE 11 News Saturday. Back after this.